Hi, Tribe. And if you are here, I want to welcome you. Welcome you to your most abundant, overflowing, ease, highest, greatest, joyful timeline you've ever existed on. And I want to remind you that the end of creation, live at the end of creation. All of creation is finished, all of it. Now, what you need to do is choose the reality on which you want to experience. But I also want to tell you, in making that decision, know that you are going to lose that old person. That old person is going to die. And that isn't always pretty. That comes with sorrow. That comes with heartbreak. That comes with pain. And I know when you're going through it, you think the world is ending, everything's falling apart. But I want to bring you back to this moment where you decided to choose to live in your highest reality. And both of those realities cannot coexist. They cannot coexist. So as you're going through it, coming from someone who's gone through literally everything, every pain underneath the sun, for me, like manifesting some of my worst fears because I wanted to live on my highest timeline. Sorry, I have a piece of hair. Because I wanted to live on my highest timeline. It is bliss on the other side of it. I know it's hard to believe. I know sometimes you don't want to hear it. As we are wrapping up the calendar year of 2025, know that you can choose to live on your highest timeline. But there's going to come change with that. There is absolutely no way that you can coexist in two realities, not your physical consciousness that you are experiencing. You cannot live in the past and you cannot live in the future. You cannot coexist on both of those realities at the same time, not in the human experience. Time is another thing, but in the human experience, if you want something different, you are going to experience something different, and that can come with a lot of hurt. I mean, I spent probably the last 2 years crying. Literally, I'm not even over exaggerating. I feel like now when I cry, it's from a lot of happy tears. Like I have my moments where I'm like mourning the old me. But overall, this year I've cried so many happy tears from so many different experiences that I've called in the past. But it was so painful going through it, like choosing something different and knowing the change that you had to go through to get here. But through that pain, the amount of joy and freedom that you're going to experience. And I also want you to know, if you are me, if you are where I am, where you're now living on your highest timeline, you are going to continue to evolve. So you're going to continue to experience death of that old identity. But I want you to remember those moments where you thought you wasn't going to make it and where you are right now. You are here, you are standing, you are breathing. You made it through. And I want you to remember those moments. And I say that because there are, like, now I've called it a new reality. It's so funny. December 7th last year, I called it something different. December 7th this year, I've called it something different. But I've been going through such a purge, so much shedding, and I have to remind myself of what I've overcome to get where I am now. Like, it's going to be a continuous expansion. And that is one thing that our souls love to do, is to continue to expand, continue to evolve. So those desires of your heart is going to require continue expansion. So I want you to know that through all that expanded, it can be painful. But what I've learned in my own journey now, that pain isn't as heavy. From the oldest version of me to where I am now, that pain isn't as heavy. You have the tools, you have the resources, you have the strength to get through it. You have the resilience. You have all of those lessons that you've learned to get through it. So I want you to know, on the other side of that pain is so much joy, so much bliss, so much love, so much God, so much faith. I feel like through that wilderness season that I went through, I only had the faith of a mustard seed. But I am now living in my now faith, which is the faith the size of a mountain, and nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me. I do not care. I know that I've called in my greatest, highest reality for what it is right now, because what my greatest highest reality was a year ago is what I'm doing now. So my greatest highest reality is so much bigger than that now. And I am willing to accept the pain that I had to go through to get here. So welcome. I know it hurts, but welcome. You're going to love it here. So keep going. Don't give up. Trust God. Trust the journey. And I love you. Bye.